Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Backyard Confessions, where we talk about cool stuff that our viewers want to talk about and stuff that you're too afraid to ask anyone else, and that's why we are here. To my right is our co-host.
Hi, my name is Blake Chapman. I'm an aspiring voice actor, and across the table from me is...
Nick Bubba Conway. I am learning to weld and get all my certs.
And our tech guy right in front of me is...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. They like to call me Bobby. You can call me that too if you want. And I am a professional sound editor / mixer / gamer / future streamer.
Just everything.
I do everything.
Once he has his streaming up for video games, we'll definitely put him in the description. Cause
Yeah,
he's
for
amazing.
sure.
So first question. Let's go.
All right, guys. So I've been thinking about this. What do you prefer to eat, fried foods or grilled foods?
You want to go first, Bubba, or you?
fried foods all the way.
100%.
I think I'm with Blake on this one.
Yeah, 100% fried foods, because like, you can do air fryer, you can do oil frying. My favorite thing to eat when I'm out and about is fried pickles.
I've never had a fried pickle.
Fried pickles are amazing. When we were up in, what was it? Oh, my God. We were up north a little bit, and we went to a restaurant, and I was like, I was with my family, like, we got to get some fried pickles. And everyone's like, okay, sure. And my dad said, all right, well, I'll try it. And so it comes to the table. And, when you say fried pickles, there's heat involved.
Right.
My dad didn't seem to get that. So he took one, bit into it, immediately started
like he just grabbed it without like blowing on it to see it.
Yeah, like it felt cool to the touch. But pickles retain a lot of fucking
I was going to say
Right.
the center was probably molten.
Oh, dude, it was like lava. It was the funniest freaking
He
thing.
probably used every cuss word in the dictionary.
No, he's actually pretty good about it. We're in a restaurant.
That's true. That would be funny. Just use every cuss word.
$5 cuss words.
So when it comes to grilled or fried, I'm gonna use example with chicken. So if I had like fried chicken, like when it comes to like crispy chicken or fried chicken, I like it when it's like in a sandwich form.
Yeah.
That's the only time I enjoy like fried chicken or fried anything really.
So you
When
don't
it's
like
like
KFC too much? Or?
I really just don't like fried chicken overall. But I would eat like crispy chicken on a sandwich, right? But when it comes to like a plate, like a meal,
Yeah.
I like grilled chicken because I like it when I like grabbing the chicken with like a scoop of rice or whatever the
side dish.
the side dish is.
Right.
But for me personally, like I like crispy chicken or fried chicken, but in like a sandwich form.
Okay.
When it comes to like a plate, I like it grilled. But Bubba,
This one's difficult for me because I love all varieties of food. As much as there is a huge variety of fried foods you can get, from fried ice cream, pickles, chicken, and pork. As much as there's so many varieties, I prefer grill because I don't like the taste of a fried steak. I like it grilled, charcoal.
100%.
Oh, so you don't like chicken fried steak then?
I do not.
No.
Oh, okay.
I like mine off the barbecue.
No.
So I do have to say, for me, grilled.
What about you, Bobby?
It depends on the food, I think. Like, obviously, actually, surprisingly, I had a air fried steak the other night.
What?
It sounds weird, right? Air fried. We got an air fryer recently,
Yeah.
but it was really good. Not gonna lie,
Really?
it was
Yeah.
actually really really good.
Okay.
But usually with like meat like that, like steaks and stuff, I prefer grilled.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just the classic way to cook it.
Oh, yeah.
But like chicken, I do prefer fried. I think I love the breading.
Yeah.
The breading is like the best part for me. And obviously with potatoes, I prefer you can grill potatoes. It's pretty good. But I think I prefer them fried, like fries and wedges and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I tend to favor fried overall.
You know what's really good, actually? I don't mean to interject.
What?
You take mashed potatoes, put a breading on it, and deep fry mashed potatoes.
You know where I
Ooh,
had that at?
I've never had that.
You know who does something? You ever been to that restaurant Porto's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do
Yes.
that, but they have like ground beef with like all these like spices and stuff in the middle. Oh, it's so good.
Dude, a place like Porto's is very good when it's like it's always busy. It's
No,
like
they're
it's like
packed
In and
all-
Out. It's
they're
like In and Out.
always
It's
packed.
always packed.
Yeah.
Right.
The food's amazing there. The bakery is
It's-
fantastic.
They have great cake and their
Oh,
food is really
They're
good.
great. But on that, I want to make a quick disclaimer about our podcast. We do not talk about anything political or religious. We feel like there's a crap ton of podcasts and video podcasts or sound podcasts that talk about that, and we're just not going to do that here. So
Yeah.
This is all going to be lighthearted, fun.
we
You're
talk
here to
about
laugh.
stuff that that make people laugh or make people like, oh, that's actually interesting, So if you're here for political things or here for religious things, this is not your channel. If you're here just to have fun and just relax and just have a good talk and just stuff that you were like, I've never thought about that. That's why we're here. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
expect that. So yeah,
I do have to elaborate on it. Is we're here to make people laugh or think,
exactly.
if we
Because-
can.
Right, because we
Think
we
about
talk about
fried
some pretty
pickles.
interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So we go from talking about what's good, grilled chicken or grilled food or
Fried.
fried food but that's just that's what we talk about, like nothing political or religious. But so yeah, just want to make that statement before we go to the next question. So next question.
All right. I think Blake might like this one a bit. So, do you think if Qui-Gon Jinn wasn't killed by Darth Maul, he
Yeah.
survived that battle,
Yeah.
and he went on to train Anakin, would Anakin have still eventually turned to the dark side?
No.
No.
I don't think so
no,
either.
No.
No, because Qui-Gon was Qui-Gon held beliefs very closely to the original order of the Jedi, which used the light and the dark side, but used them both, in coexistence.
You want to explain that a little more, like the difference between Jedi and Jedi?
Okay, so Jedi favor the light side. The original Force users, you can quote me. Don't quote me on this because I don't have my tablet in front of me. The original Force users, the Jedi, used both light and dark side abilities. But over time, opinions rise, and some went to the Jedi route, which was to favor the light side and compassion and things like that, and some went to the Sith, which are dominance, power, and control. The Jedi didn't really care about that. They were just Force users that used both sides of the Force. But back to the question, no, Qui-Gon, in my opinion, would have been the father figure that Anakin needed, not the brother figure that he had with
Exactly.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Because didn't when Qui-Gon left Obi-Wan to train Anakin and be his mentor, wasn't he like technically like 12 or 13? Like he was still pretty. He was like 14, but like
Obi-Wan?
yeah, Obi-Wan. Like
Obi-Wan was
wasn't
16.
he? Like
Yeah.
he was
He-
still like he was still young. So
he
it's like
was
He was
still. He wasn't a master yet.
exactly. So like when they were training, it's not like Obi-Wan stopped his like he was still going. He was still training and doing his thing. So like
Yeah.
Blake was explaining, like it was almost like a brotherhood they had,
Yeah.
which technically they all have a brotherhood, technically quotations, but he saw, like you were saying, like
He's a
almost they're
brother
like
figure.
brothers. So like
Yeah.
they're like friends. Like they did things together that were
Yeah.
technically in the same level as each other.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you have like a master like Qui-Gon and like Anakin,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Anakin wouldn't have gone to the dark side.
Yeah.
And I feel like Qui-Gon wouldn't have let's say like like the last scene in Revenge of the Sith where they had that fight, Obi-Wan and Anakin. I feel like that never would happen. Qui-Gon would be like, no, like this is ridiculous. Like why are we even at this level?
It wouldn't even get to that point.
Exactly. Yeah, he would just smack him in the face, stupid Anakin.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, figure it out, bro. So, no. So, sorry to interrupt, Blake.
Oh, sorry, don't worry about it.
But yeah, so that's kind of what me and Blake think, Bubba,
100%.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Next question, if we have one.
No, I got one. Okay, it's another Star Wars one. Just
Perfect.
to tell you, but
Beautiful.
do you think, like, you remember that scene in Revenge of the Sith
Yeah.
when was it Revenge of the Sith? I'm pretty sure
Which scene? Describe it, and I'll tell you.
it was the part where Yoda's fighting Palpatine, like in the Chancellor
Oh,
area.
episode 3.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think Yoda fled because he lost, or because he didn't think it was like worth finishing the battle, or
Oh,
what
he
do you
lost.
think? He lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost.
So he wasn't powerful enough to defeat him.
Oh, he probably, in my opinion, he was.
Yeah.
It's just that he wasn't using his full ability.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's a tired old question. Like, could Yoda beat Palpatine? Well, yeah, he
Right.
could have, but in my opinion, he would need to embrace both light and dark side powers,
Right.
Yeah.
unlock his full potential as a 900-year-old Jedi Grand Master.
Mhm.
And theoretically, he kind of did dabble in both slightly,
Barely.
but it was so minimal that it was barely like because he.
Well, as soon as he dabbled into it, he got scared of it and just decided not to do it.
I mean, you got to think he's the only master that truly was like didn't shun away from it completely because both of his Padawans went into both, which was Qui-Gon and
Dooku.
not. I was thinking of Mace Windu.
Oh,
Yeah.
Both of them used both, and they
Yeah.
were both Padawans of Yoda.
Yeah. Well, here's my theory on that. I don't know if it's right or wrong. That's why it's called a
Well,
theory.
I'll tell you.
Right.
But I think like I said, this is a theory for me. I think the only reason why Yoda, first of all, I do think Yoda could have beat him. First of all, I feel like the only reason why he stopped it he stopped fighting is because technically speaking, Anakin was the chosen one. He was the one that was supposed to, defeat the Sith and defeat the dark side. So maybe Yoda was like, "This is not my
Place.
This is not my place. This is not what I'm supposed to do."
Yeah.
Anakin's the one is supposed to do this.
Yeah.
He's the one that's supposed to beat the Sith and beat the dark side. He's the chosen one. So I feel like maybe that's one of the reasons why he stopped,
Right.
because that wasn't just that wasn't his place. But
At that point, was he aware what was going on with
I don't-
him? Or?
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
he did have a sense. He did have a sense that something was happening, because every time
Right.
Anakin did something
but
that
they
was wrong,
Didn't even do anything.
like
about
he
it.
would he would have like that moment of like, oh, like something happened, or he dropped his
Right.
cane, or he would do something that's like
Mm-hmm.
and then Yoda always felt something with Anakin. He always felt something dark or evil with him,
Yeah.
but he just but so yeah, that's kind of
Alright.
my theory.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Do you think the Jedi were? I was gonna say jackasses. No, I'll say it. Do you think?
100%.
Yeah, they were flawed in their own way. So was the Sith.
Sorry, I didn't let you continue that.
No, that was the question.
Yeah, they were extremely
Short-sighted.
short-sighted, especially with Anakin. Like it's so messed up how they did him, man. It's like they put him on the Jedi Council, not a master.
Yeah.
It's like, here's everything, but you don't have everything. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just so messed up to me. Like you put someone in power that doesn't have the power to do anything.
Yeah.
He's just there.
I mean, the way I always saw it was, when it comes to the Jedi and the Sith, they were both extremes of the opposite spectrums.
Right.
They were extremes. They weren't middle ground. They were truly as far as you can get on either side.
Yeah.
And no matter if it's good or bad, if you go too far, it's bad. Whether you're trying to do good or not.
So, okay, with that, I'm gonna ask you two, Blake and Nick, because they're kind of Bubba. They're more of the Star Wars fans. What's the power differences with the Sith and the Jedi? What makes them different? And does Yoda use some of the dark side powers, or like what makes them different? Because technically they use the same format. I mean, but like what makes them different?
I'll give you a base, because I mean, I don't know much, but with the Jedi, they believe in being emotionless and basically having complete neutrality, where the Sith believe in fueling their power through rage and a pure emotion. I don't know the actual differences of, like, I know certain force abilities, such as lightning and such.
Right. Because Yoda can use lightning, can he?
No, it's the light side version called Force Judgment.
Yeah.
So do they technically have the same kind of power base, but they use it differently, like with different like it's just
Kind of.
taught
Their
and
their
trained
abilities
differently?
are used through their, in my opinion, from what I've read, mostly their emotions and how they train with it. Like the Sith draw their, like Bubba said, like they draw their emotions from hate, their feelings, emotion. While the Jedi use it from calm, collected,
Calculated.
calculated robotic thoughts.
Yeah.
So they technically have the same kind of powers, just one's a little different than the other.
One just wants to control everything, the other wants to see peace.
Yeah.
but peace through one end.
Peace
Yeah.
to destruction, and then actual,
Well, the best way I describe it is one is peace through destruction. One is peace through what's it called? Complete
Conformity.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to explain it. So yeah, that was a little knowledge there for you viewers out there about Star Wars. If you
Drop
have any
some
question about
knowledge.
it. So it's not just about the movies, people. If you can believe that.
Yeah.
So do we have another question, sir?
Yeah, I got one.
Go for it.
All right, what was your favorite video game of the last couple of years? Like, say back as far as like 2018.
2018. That's not that far.
I could go. How far would you prefer it to go?
Well, I don't know, 'cause my favorite game of all time was for the PS2.
Oh, okay.
It was made from the people. It was made partially from the people that made the original Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. So Capcom or
Yeah, it was made from some of the people from Capcom.
okay.
It's called Extermination. It's basically The Thing mixed with it's basically pretty much it's basically The Thing, but you're a U.S. Marine
Okay.
in an Alaskan military base. I mean, if you played it now, you'd think, oh, the graphics are not that bad, but they're still could be improved. But the story's good. The voice acting is a little dry.
Does it hold up from all those years ago?
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
gameplay is still solid.
Okay.
But the controls are a little stiff. But
Right.
it's a great game. If you want some low end fear,
I mean, I still got my PS2. Maybe I can find a
you
cheap
can
copy.
yeah,
or something.
Amazon, bro,
Yeah, for sure.
eBay.
I'll
Well, that's
check
my
that
favorite
out.
game of all time. What about you, Bubba? Staring off into space.
He's thinking really
I'm
hard.
thinking really hard.
Don't think too hard. You might poop. It's happened before.
I think you
We
already
don't
did.
talk about that.
I'm sorry.
What about you, Christian?
Well, I think one of my favorite games now. Well, let me explain it this way: from like let's say 2015 till now, I guess.
Yeah.
I may be a little wrong on the date, but
Mhm.
I like the fact that they're making more like open world games.
Right.
Where like back then it's cool, like back in the day, like PS2
Yeah.
or Xbox, the original Xbox. It was very campaigny,
Mhm.
and that's
More
don't
linear.
don't get me wrong, that's awesome too.
Right.
But I like how they're making now like just open world maps,
Yeah.
open world games.
Right.
Like one of my favorite games is like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Right. Same
I-
as me.
Right, like in like GTA 5, like all these open world games where it's not like you play the campaign. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till November the next year. Like no, you can play those games for like ever and like never finish them and still have even if you
Right.
do finish the games, there's so much more stuff you can do.
Yeah,
you
like
know, with-
different like paths of doing things.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
So I guess from like 2015 to now or 2018 from now till now, it's kind of like the open world games. So
Okay.
I think probably the earliest open world game I can remember. I could be wrong from my memory, but I think Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy.
That was open world, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of, 'cause you had to look around for
Yeah.
Like,
the
it wasn't-
power cells.
I'd call it like semi-open world.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't really go anywhere you wanted,
But you could
but
do all
you
the
could like
maps.
explore the like world and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it was like a semi, but still it counts.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the first.
That's a great game though. I really
Oh, yeah.
love that
Love the
series.
series. Yeah, yeah.
Really good.
Good job, Naughty Dog.
That's one of my. It might be my favorite Naughty Dog series actually,
Probably.
just from a nostalgia standpoint. and
Oh
what-
yeah, I
you know?
completely agree.
Yeah. They changed a lot with Uncharted.
Yeah, John Uncharted went down a little hill.
Bubba, you still staring up into space. What you got?
Honestly, I can't choose an overall, but if I was going to go from 2018,
Okay, just go with that then.
I would have to say, I put a lot of thought into it, the most recent game that I finished, Final Fantasy 15.
That game was from 2016.
The
Yep.
remake?
No, the remake's Final Fantasy 7. 15's not a remake. It's like the newest one in the series.
Okay, then I'll say the 16 then.
Okay, 2016.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you did. I actually kind of lent that game to him. So
I from gameplay, graphics to story, it drove me to. It's legitimately I could not do side quests. I just wanted to get through the story because it was so compelling.
And you still, I know, like I'm pretty sure I know where you're at. You got to go back and do some of the other stuff you can
Yeah.
do too.
What's that one game you were playing on PC the other week? It was like you were like underwater, but not
Subnautica.
really. No, not that one. You were technically under, like the world format was kind of like you were underwater, but there's no water. You had to slay dragons. Remember, I was in your room chilling with you, and like
Oh,
you were kind of-
Monster World or Monster
Hunter.
Hunter World.
Monster Hunter.
That game looked amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great game.
What's
it
it
really
called?
is.
Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Is that game only on PC?
No, it's
No.
on PlayStation, Xbox, all the consoles.
Okay, that was a really cool game. And they're kind of frustrating though because
It's difficult.
you like climb so much, like it was like never ending climb to anything, and like
yeah.
if you fall, like you have to,
Yeah.
like it just looked like a never ending map to me. Like it was just
Yeah.
insane.
But there is so much story to that game as well.
A lot of
Yeah.
lore, good lore.
Yeah.
I introduced
Did
him
you-
to the Monster Hunter.
Did you
game.
beat it all or no?
Nah.
That's a long
I-
game. It's like a
I beat-
50-hour game.
Dang.
I
That's
beat the
insane.
what would be considered the main storyline.
Did you?
Yeah, but I haven't. The
Did
after.
you defeat the Elder?
I believe.
Dragon or whatever.
Oh, there's an Elder Dragon. Oh yeah.
You did? I
The
think he's Zoro Magdaros.
yeah, I defeated. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, but are you even in the S rank hunter list yet, or
No, I'm.
you're not doing like the highest tier hunts and stuff?
Well, I don't know if there's S rank, but I know there's a star ranking.
Yeah.
I'm still on. I believe the max is like 10 stars. I'm still
Okay.
on like 7.
All right.
Or is my max missions right
Yeah,
now?
I mean, if you're that, because I finished that game too. What I wanted to do is get Iceborne, the expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked really cool. It's like Monster Hunter, but the whole island. It's like you go to this new area and it's like all snowy, and you fight
Oh.
even more powerful versions of some of the monsters in the base game. With and there's new monsters too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, that game and definitely like what's that one game you said before? Subnautica.
Subnautica?
Yeah, that game looked awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Subnautica.
that's kind of like an indie game, but it's really good.
Yeah.
So
But if you
give
have
that tip off.
but if you have like anxiety or like
Oh, if you don't
can't
like
be
the ocean,
underwater the whole
Yeah.
time, you will have not have a good
like-
time.
like Blake here could not play it because
I don't like the ocean.
it is.
Bad shit's in the ocean.
Yeah, you think bad shit's in this ocean?
I know it's in
Subnautica.
that. So I read through the papers.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Alrighty, do we have another question?
Oh, no, it's not crossing.
Carson,
Football.
Joseph.
Joseph.
Okay. Do you think Indiana Jones did anything better than say Star Wars?
Honestly, they're in their field of their own. I mean,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones is just a bit of fiction because, well, not really. It's just if like ancient lore was real,
Mm-hmm.
like the Holy Grail, the
Like
Ark of the Covenant,
mythology and all that.
all that mythology. If that was like, if we actually found proof and it was real, then fucking cool. But for now, it's lost and we don't even know if it exists. But
Right.
Indiana Jones is just that wonderful, growing up action film where you can like imagine yourself as Harrison Ford, beating up Nazis and exploring distant lands.
Yeah.
Well, Star Wars, you can imagine yourself as anything really, like a stormtrooper, smuggler, Jedi, Sith. There's so much room. You can even make your own fan fictions and stuff and post them online. Some people like them, some people won't.
Right, because technically, like speaking, like if some editor or not, or like some writer or some
Yeah,
producer can be like, hey, let's make a Star Wars story,
let's make a fan fiction.
and you can because I mean it's the galaxy, so you can like
Yeah.
pull out random stores in the galaxy and just make it
Just
look
be
cool.
sure to include Disney in that because you don't want a cease and desist order.
Yeah.
So,
Not sponsored.
definitely not sponsored by Disney.
Yeah.
This would not be a show for Disney.
No.
But yeah, so
I got kind of an interesting one.
All right, let's hear it.
If you were alive during like medieval times,
Oh,
what would your profession be?
blacksmith.
Blacksmith?
Explain.
Blacksmith.
I figured Nick would choose blacksmith because he's into the welding. and,
Yeah.
you
Actually,
know.
probably animal husbandry.
Oh, okay.
I'd be a farmer.
I don't know.
I
what
thought
it
you
is.
would go lumberjack.
No.
You said
Animal
medieval.
husbandry.
Medieval times, yeah. Like,
I don't know. I think I would enjoy being like their version of a soldier.
oh, like a
Mhm.
knight?
Like a
or-
knight,
Yeah.
like something cool like
Mhm.
that. This kind of the personality I have. I think I'd be pretty good at that, to be honest. Like a soldier or a knight, or they're not. People I know they're not called soldiers. I'm just using that, but like the viewers are like, well, they're not called soldiers. But yeah, I don't know. A knight would be cool. Just someone just carrying a sword and just killing people. Yeah,
I
cool.
feel like I would be a traveling bard, and I'd go to my cousin's blacksmith shop all the time, and they just make him mad, sing songs all the time as he's working. He swung the hammer,
Just narrating everything. you
narrating
did.
everything in song. Yes.
And you would have that accent. Hey, cousin.
Oh yeah, I'm the only Eastern European in like the UK during this time.
Yeah.
Hey cousin, let's go. Hey
Let's go to
cousin,
work.
let's go bowling. What's bowling?
Cousin, let's
Remember
go to
another
the
time
party
then.
at the castle tonight.
And if you're watching this, and if you know where that's from, put
Hit a
that
like.
put that in the comments, and that'd be awesome if you know that's from. If you're a true, and I can say this, if you're a true gamer, if you know that where it came from,
Go
we're
for it.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're friends because I don't think anyone will
You're
remember
good.
that.
I guess you could say we're cousins.
We're cousins. We're all cousins here, even though we're we're not
all
cousins.
cousins.
Hey, cousins.
Well, some of us are more cousin than others.
No,
but
we have actual cousins, but we have cousins from the from my
Anyways.
uncle's side. I don't know, whatever. But
Oh, God.
sitting across from me, my cousin, like 20 times removed, but still cousin.
well, we're still cousins.
We're still cousins.
So yeah, man,
What?
that's funny.
What time period would you guys want to live in?
That's a good question.
Just looking at my watch. I don't know.
Like in 5 minutes?
No, like the 1800s, 1900s.
No, that's actually a really good
2000s
question.
right
I'm gonna have
now.
to think about that. What do you guys think?
I got my answer. I want you guys to answer first.
Like what time period I would like to live in?
Like, I would love to live in the 1940s. You know, maybe like with less racism and everything like that. But I would love to live there. That
Right.
was a great time.
Like what are the like the few things that you would enjoy?
Oh, just the way people dressed, the way people carried themselves,
Music.
the music,
The
fucking
dancing. Oh
music.
my gosh, dude, that'd be
Dancing was
amazing.
great. You know,
Would you swing?
no, hell yeah, I'd swing.
Oh, swing dance, heck yeah, dude.
I'm mostly a slow dancer myself, like a baller
And that's
waltz.
okay at that time because apparently nowadays you can't slow dance.
Well, you
just
know
have-
why? Because it's dumb. It's
Yeah.
not exciting
What, you
as
slow
humping
dance?
this
That's
random girl in
weird.
the club.
You don't twerk? What?
Don't twerk,
Yeah. Yeah, none of us here twerk.
No.
except for Bobby.
No, not gonna lie, my sister and I have had contests.
That was a
Did you
joke,
win?
Bobby, but
Did you
okay.
I won one.
That's all
I-
that
I
matters.
can-
You've won once.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see doing like that wall twerk where you like on your hands and
Oh
your
my
feet
God.
on the wall, just twerking.
No, honestly, usually alcohol is involved, but you know,
Yeah.
That's usually the case.
Alcohol.
With anything, yeah.
Yep.
pretty much in this family.
What about the rest of you guys? What time period would you want to live in?
I have a couple choices actually.
Go
What's
for
your
it.
top choice?
Probably the 60s or 70s.
I could see
Ooh.
that.
Yeah.
You could be a radio host for Nam,
Oh, that would be awesome.
like Robin Williams.
Good
morning,
Vietnam.
It's good stuff.
I loved the music from that period. And
Yeah.
I like the style and everything, and I think it would be cool.
like the version of just chill and just
Yeah.
don't worry about life. Or
Right. Just like really laid back time.
Mhm.
right.
I have so many.
Choose one.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
He's gonna choose prehistoric times.
There's gonna be a
Fucking
Caveman Bubba.
caveman.
Caveman Bubba.
Oh man. To live in?
yeah.
Oh.
All right. What about you, Christian?
Okay. Let's see. I would live in like the ancient times.
Like medieval or Roman?
I would honestly just
Bubba's
be
face
honest.
just lit up a bunch
I
of
feel
Roman.
like I would like to live in the time that that Jesus was on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cool to witness, because I feel like nowadays that like it's so like against the grain to do that. I'm not going far on religion, but just like the fact that you're able to witness something so great that's now in our life. That's like, oh, God Almighty, whatever, like.
Right.
So just kind of like live in a time period that a prophet was on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and like some people believe that he's chosen one, whatever,
Just kind of like see.
just kind of like see
Yeah.
what the hype was about,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just kind of just like, I guess kind of just living in any time period that's like that had like a living prophet or a living God that's on like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but for me personally, with the time that Jesus came down and did his thing, so
Now,
That'd be kinda
would you
cool.
be time traveling there, or would you just like have
Yeah,
to
so
live
I would-
there the rest of your
no,
life?
I definitely wouldn't want to live in that time period.
Yeah.
But if I was given the decision like, hey,
you
we're
could like
able-
go
we're-
back for like
yeah,
a day or
like
something.
we're giving you the ability to go back in time and to live during the Jesus times, quote unquote.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know how long it was, but like whatever that time period was, like that'd be cool
Right.
to go to.
Okay.
So that's kind of mine. So I guess ancient times.
Yeah.
If it was for visiting, I'd love to go Edo, Japan.
Ooh, Japan's a good one.
Edo period.
For visiting, yeah, that'd
For
be
visiting.
awesome.
Yeah.
I can see you with a sick dress and
Kimono.
A kimono.
Yeah.
samurai sword, you know.
Also another one would be ancient Greece.
That's a good one too.
You just gotta watch your back.
Yeah.
That's where that hey guys. That's originally. I think I don't know. Whatever. Greece.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
'Cause I love Greek history and mythology, obviously, but Greek history itself is really interesting to me. Anywhere from Spartan to
Spartan.
no. I'm trying to remember the actual. They're from Athens, but I can't remember the actual term.
Athenians?
Athenians, yeah.
Yeah.
And just the history behind it, and to really visit those cities before they crumbled.
You
and
would like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's a question with that. To go off of that. This is a question. I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
According to the Greek mythology, and according to their gods, Zeus,
yeah.
all those guys, and Athena, like all the women as well. Have they ever came down to Earth?
Yeah.
So
In mythology, that's where demigods like Hercules.
so on that note,
Yeah.
would you like to live in that time period that did come down to Earth? Like if they're like, we're gonna put you in the time zone of where Hercules was on Earth.
Well, I will say this: one thing that Disney and most Hercules movies screwed up on is that a real Greek mythology. Hercules was a asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he was a murderous caveman-esque man.
Well, isn't like I'm not
and technically Greek. He wasn't Hercules. He was Heracles. That was the
Hercules.
Heracles
Heracles. Okay.
was his actual name.
So wasn't he like a warrior? Like he is that his thing? Like he's a warrior.
You know D&D?
Yes.
Best way to describe it, he was a barbarian.
Okay. So on that note, so like, I understand that what you're saying, because have you ever met a nice barbarian? Like they're pretty
No.
cruel people.
Yeah.
Like that. Like on that note, I'm saying like that
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me that the actual like mythology of of him, it's like he was actually like not a nice person
Yeah.
because of the way he was. But
Well,
like
that-
Disney made him out to be like this
Yeah.
lovey-dovey person.
Well, that's why I would prefer to go to like two specific places. That was Sparta, or not Sparta. Sparta, which was very much based around the idea of, obviously they were bloodthirsty warriors that were incredibly talented killers, but they believed in honor, respect in battle.
Same with the Celtics and
Yeah. And Athens was all about birth of technology, and intelligence, learning, academics. Crete was another really good one that I would like to visit, because that's the birthplace
one?
of Crete.
Crete.
That was the birthplace of the myth of the Minotaur.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's awesome.
I just love to visit like Athens before it fell apart, because
Right. It was
the
beautiful.
ruins now are beautiful.
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
when they were just
Yeah.
just constructed, and just
Mm-hmm.
an amazing sight.
Yeah.
But do you But do you think it's as big as it's told? Like all these like castles and areas of really rich people, like how they're
Oh, yeah.
told. Like, do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think it's as big as they say?
It's very much like modern third world countries, in the sense that a lot of places are very rural and small, but if you go to a main city, they were huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Athens, even looking at the ruins, though it's a lot smaller than it was, they're able to see ruins from buildings that span miles
That's crazy.
from the center.
That's insane.
And they were huge buildings as well.
Right.
I'd love to visit the Athenian temple as well in
that
Athens.
That would be really sick.
Or the Parthenon was
What about
really
the
cool.
Library of Alexandria?
That would be amazing, actually.
We should just go take a trip to Greece.
No, I'm good.
I'd be down if it wasn't for the, bankruptcy
High
Or-
crime
of the
rate.
Greece is-
nation.
Greece is not even like that. Like Greece is so bankrupt
Yeah.
and so corrupt. that like
Oh, it's been bailed out by every other country multiple times.
yeah.
Over the past 70 years.
They're like, look at our history. Give us money.
Yep.
So I don't know. People are gonna get offended by that, but whatever. Okay.
Sorry if you're from Greece.
But yeah.
Whatever.
So next question.
Bobby.
Do you have one?
All right. If you had to pick what your favorite mythology, like from a specific part of the world is, like, you know, it could be Greek mythology, Norse mythology, Celtic mythology, whatever you like. Just what would your favorite be, like lore-wise, all that stuff, you know?
Celtic.
That's be hard for
Definitely
Bubba too.
I study so many different mythologies.
Okay, here's the thing, because Bubba here and practically all of us as well, like we really like mythology, we really like lore and stuff. So
Right.
these questions to viewers may seem pretty simple, but to us it's not.
I've deep dived mythology from Norse, Greek, Roman, certain Japanese mythologies from certain eras. I've deep dive researched into all of them, and it's so difficult.
For me, I would like to like Japanese mythology, be kind of cool.
Yeah, I do like that.
Like the
Japanese
samurai and all that cool stuff. I can't go in depth too much because I don't know.
I will say,
But from what I've seen, I think I would enjoy that.
a lot of Japanese mythology is terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
In what
It's
ways?
like a lot of mythology behind it. The gods that they believed in were monstrous,
Oh, dude, I
like
bet.
like horrifyingly monstrous,
Dang.
and they were very deep believing in demons and
But yeah, that would be mine. Even with all that, I think.
I want to remind Nick about a certain mythology. Praise the cows.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Not this again.
Do you guys want to go ahead and tell that story?
Oh, I
Or
don't know.
or
if
should we?
it's
Or
I
should we
don't
I don't know if it's
appropriate.
I don't know if it's
appropriate.
appropriate.
Do
yeah.
we
we're not
really
telling it.
care?
No.
I mean, we can care.
I feel like it.
Okay. We're gonna save that for later.
Yeah.
Maybe we could post it on Twitter or something.
Yeah,
like
we'll
Yeah.
a snip.
we'll
Twitter.
post
Like
like a short version of it. It's
Right.
hilarious. So stay tuned for that one. So that's gonna be funny.
You're definitely gonna want to check that out.
Yeah. So do we have another question? We're making our tech guy work.
I'm just thinking, you know, I'm sitting
Making
here.
him work for that Monopoly money.
I really want to go into like a deep dive explanation of different mythologies, though.
No.
Go for it.
Well, I would stay here for hours.
That's true. So
All right, how about this? What's your favorite period of? Well, we already know Blake and mine, but we didn't really get your answers. Your favorite period of American history?
American history. Man, it's hard. Let's see. Pablo.
Want to do a deep dive into American mythology?
Yeah, American mythology. Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, we do have mythology here, but
Like what?
Jersey Devil.
That's true. Yeah, we
Mothman.
got some.
I wouldn't mind living like the early 1900s, as in like the 19. So the 1900s would be kind of a cool era to live in, like early, from like 1900 to like 1910 or 1920. Because I feel like it's like for like American history, like the early 1900s is like when like it's about to hit the fan, you know. So it's like kind of like I just want to know like what's like how do I explain this, like the life of like the 1890 to like pre World War I, like what how they live, like you know, like because life, you know, post war is like really rough, like kind of just like that time of life, or like pre like World War I, like how did like the Americans live from like 1890 to like.
And so much has changed in like the short amount of time it's been since then. You know?
Exactly. So
It's
I think
crazy.
that from like 1890 to like pre-World War One.
Like almost like to the end of the Wild West era.
exactly
up
like that,
into,
like that weird gap.
early like industrial kind of era.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like pre yeah. So pre-prohibition, like all that good stuff. So.
Right.
Bubba, you okay over there?
Thinking.
You.
What? Shut up.
We're gonna go on to something else, and he's gonna just randomly come in like with his answer for this question.
Yeah, so I like to live it. Wait, what were we on? Star Wars versus Star Trek? Oh, I'm sorry.
Honestly, I would like to see the world. I would have liked to have been born in like 43.
1943?
Why?
And like to have grown up in the era right after World War II ended. To watch the country reorient itself after
Develop.
the massive war.
Right.
Yeah. Because during that time, that's when America was technically at its prime of being a world power.
Like, yeah, we just won World War II.
Yeah.
You know, so
And that's when I think America was truly united as a complete
100%.
front.
So what you're saying? We need a war in America to all unite. Yeah, man, this country is too divided. But let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You want something like that, go to Joe Rogan's stream.
yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah,
No.
you want to hear controversy? Go to Joe Rogan streams. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. So do we have another question?
Let's see here. What are your thoughts on extreme sports?
Extreme sports.
Like skating, dirt biking, surfing.
I mean, they're cool.
Would
I
you ever attempt it?
No.
No.
See, here's the thing. I would attempt skateboarding. I would attempt like snowboarding or like
Okay.
what else is an extreme sport? Like
Water skiing.
Water skiing.
Snowboarding.
We already said that.
God
Yeah.
dang it.
Don't open up
Like
ears,
in
Bubba.
that realm, I would try those, but I just wouldn't. I would never try surfing.
Really? I
Like,
used to go surfing. All the
Surfing's
time.
hard.
It's
Surfing
hard,
is not an
yeah.
easy. It's not an easy sport.
I mean,
to
once you
do.
get it though, it's not too bad.
But it's like you're in the ocean. Like
it's creepy. It is.
it's
creepy.
just like imagine seeing like a 7-foot wave you have to ride or something like that's
Right. Just
not
takes you by surprise.
like at least when you're surfing. I mean, when you're snowboarding, you
Well.
see what you're getting, or when you're skating, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
You nut up or
but when
shut
it's-
up.
exactly. But when you're surfing, it's like you don't know what's underneath you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just surfing is like I just leave it to professionals.
Right.
Like I don't know. And it's a lot of work to be a surfer. I don't know. You have to be really fit to be a surfer. I mean,
Yeah.
technically any sport to be really fit, but
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
professional cornhole.
Extreme sport I could see you in?
What?
Trophy truck racing. Off-road.
Oh, God.
Off-road
Yeah,
trophy
probably. That'd be a good thing for Christian.
Should we tell him that one story of how I got stuck in the mud by a power line?
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
we were.
Go ahead, Blake. Explain the story.
It just finished raining.
Well,
the
no.
day
Well,
after.
first talk about pre that. So like that day of, but like before I got stuck, like we went somewhere else. Like we
Yeah, that's
went
what I'm
somewhere
doing.
first. Okay.
Yeah. So it just finished raining, and Christian called me and Bubba up and said, "Hey, let's go mudding." And I'm not really comfortable with mudding because I'm always afraid we're gonna get stuck.
And
Or
I was
something
like,
bad's
yeah,
gonna
let's
happen.
go.
Yeah, Bubba's all fucking gun ho. So we go somewhere first. It's a light trail, some dirt and a bit of mud. Pretty fun, do some donuts. Then Christian goes, "Hey, I got a better place." I'm like,
Yep.
"Where is that?" He's like, "Straight down the road." I'm like, "Oh," and Bubba's like, "Hell yeah, let's go." I'm like, "Okay." So we go, and it's a big fucking puddle. And Christian drives a stock Chevy
Yeah.
1500, and and so we're looking at it, and Christian's like, "It's not that deep. I can make it." Nick's like, "Yeah, you can probably make it." I'm like, "You're not gonna make it." And he goes,
No,
"Nah, I'm gonna make it."
I didn't say that. I said, well, if we get stuck, we get stuck. Fucking do it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm getting out of the truck. So I got out of the truck and I started filming. And he gets about halfway and then he gets stuck.
Yeah. Like, and this is not just like a normal puddle. Like, this is a long,
Like
deep
half
puddle.
circle, about maybe
And
20
like,
foot long.
so since Blake was in the truck videotaping, knowing what's gonna happen, I'm in the truck with Nick. Like, dude, I'm gonna full send this dude. I put her in 3, and like, I just full send it. You hear her roar like, "Rrr,"
Yep.
like, and like I get in the get in the mud, and it's just like, vroom, boom, 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 because there's so much water going in the exhaust
Yeah.
pipe. I'm like, yeah, I should probably stop. So then I called my redneck friends, and they came and got me with their big
Well,
trucks.
no, they didn't get us.
Oh, then
We were waiting.
yeah,
and some guy
for
on the
my guy to
hill-
come. Yeah.
and some guy on the
Yeah.
hill just saw us. Came down with his souped up Tahoe. Apparently, Christian knew the guy.
Ew,
Yeah.
beautiful Tahoe.
Yeah, beautiful.
And he goes, "You stuck?
Yeah.
Want me to pull you out?"
Yeah. So then I got out, and then that was a fun time. We got dirty. So
Man, those boots have never been the same
But-
since that day.
mudding's fun.
No,
Is
it's
it
not.
safe? Eh.
No.
Do I
but
recommend it? Always.
Pink and brown.
So yeah,
Just
that's a
stuck
story
in the
about
mud.
mudding and getting stuck.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
so-
dirty that
Hey,
day.
I got out. That's all that matters.
Amen.
That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
You're probably like the least dirty out of all of us.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
My boots that day, they're old boots, but fuck, they were never the same.
I'll say this: I think I broke those boots in, and they fit my feet better now.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
But
So that's kind of a cool story. So, do we have a question?
oh,
I got one.
yeah,
Wait,
go
you got
for it.
one, Blake?
No, I'll tell mine after yours. Go for it.
Okay. This is just like because I'm curious. Did you guys go to a lot of like parties in high school?
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe like
A lot.
5.
Well, they know. Like me personally, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What about you, Bubba?
I stopped junior year.
See, you guys were lucky. I had no friends in high school, so I just stayed home and played baseball.
Oh, that's the point. You go to a party that's a friend of a friend's.
Oh no, my social anxiety was too bad, my dude.
I understand that, but it's like if you didn't have any friends, and you had a friend that knew a guy. He's like, yeah, let's bring you to the party, and you're like, okay, what do I bring? Don't worry about it. Shit. Because then you know he's gonna call in a favor later,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially if you meet someone.
Yeah.
But I went to about maybe a handful of parties. I was not the party guy.
Yeah. I played football and soccer in high school, so it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's like that
You're in
mandatory.
the scene.
Yeah, it was so stupid though, but whatever.
I
It
think we
happened.
went to 2 parties with Bubba. 2 or 1?
Yeah.
1 or 2? Yeah, 2.
Well, when I first met these two guys, well, like I already met them, but we're just like friends, I guess. I invited to them like a little kickback I was having at my house,
Oh.
and they were there for like 15, 20 minutes.
Someone stole my sunglasses.
And then Nick was about to play beer pong,
Like I
And,
was,
like, they
I was
left.
about to flip the switch and be like, all right, let's fucking do it.
and then like our other buddy, and then Blake was like, "Yeah, we should probably go." But was like, "Oh, I want to go, yeah." So,
Bubba was ready to party. He was ready to throw down.
so
Yeah.
I didn't really go to parties until after high school. When I was in a band, I was in a lot of bands, but this was the psychedelic one. And we'd play at frat parties, which were crazy, and like a bunch of house parties and stuff like that. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
A lot of keggers.
A lot of kegs. Oh, speaking of kegs, one of my 21st birthday,
Oh God, I
our
gotta hear
friend,
this.
our friend's mom, bought me a pony keg of Heineken.
was I there?
No, she and my friend invited me over. He's like, yeah, my mom wants to give you a present. Like, okay, cool. It's probably like a card with some cash. I don't care. You know, I don't even care about getting gifts. But she knows I like Heineken. And I get in there and she's like, oh, here's your card. I'm like, oh, thanks. And like, Matt, bring out the other thing. What's the other thing? Oh, you'll see. So he goes in the garage, opens the fridge, and out comes a pony keg of Heineken. Oh boy.
I have to ask,
What?
did it spray when you tapped it?
No.
Good.
I'm trained.
All right.
Well, I think we're all trained with drinking, so that's fine.
The only problem I had was it foamed up
That's
a lot
all
when
I'm
I
good
first
at.
used the pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen when you first tap it.
Yeah. So this will be our last question. So do
Okay.
we have a last question? If not, it's okay.
Oh, that's right. Was my question. In high school, what was probably either the most weirdest or the funniest to you memory? Oh, here's Christian's freaking out.
I got a few, but I don't know if I want to say them because they're kind of inappropriate.
Nail it down to
Yeah,
one
agree.
appropriate one.
I don't remember a lot of high school.
That's his memory right there. Yeah, he doesn't remember high school. If that can give you any hint, expand your mind, and then you can figure
Yeah.
out. So, I don't know. I don't think I have any like crazy thing. I think I was pretty mellow, so nothing really like interesting happened except like sports, but like I don't think I have like a memory. It's like wow, that happened.
I do.
Well, I remember this one time that Bubba got punched in the face in high school.
Oh,
I don't-
I doubt. Does he
Yeah.
remember though? Because
No,
he-
that I remember.
remembers.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna expand that story, but I did see Bubba get punched in the forehead.
Yeah.
Oh,
guys-
was
please.
kinda
were you
fun.
guys friends at this point? Or?
I think we were like I don't.
Acquaintances.
I think I just knew
We
him.
knew each
I
other
just
knew of
through a
him.
few people.
Yeah, and like I just remember getting punched in the forehead and the guy breaking his hand. But
Yeah.
that's all. That's as far as I was gonna go. So
The funniest memory for me,
Yeah.
I was skipping class and I was going to my auto shop class, the place where I
Naughty.
go to skip. Yeah, I know.
Naughty.
was like
that's where I went
Freshman year, I know. That's where we hung out.
to. Yeah.
It was either freshman or sophomore year. There was a lift and there was a car on the just sitting, like the lift wasn't in use. The car was in front of it, like it was going to be used, but it wasn't. So I crawled in the car, went in the back seat, and fell asleep for a little bit. About maybe 2 hours later, I wake up, I look out the door, and I'm about 10 feet off the air.
Yeah.
I still think it was Bubba that did it to me, but
yeah,
I
Bubba
will
was a
never
lot of
know.
stories.
Bubba will not divulge that information.
No.
I'm not. I've always told you I was there when it happened.
I think it was you. It's either you or one of your friends,
You'll never find
or either
out.
Hauser. Hauser would do that to me. Anyways, but that was my funny story from high school. That was one of them, at least. So, is that? I think that's
Do
it for
you
tonight.
have one?
Oh yeah.
No, I think I'm all out of questions for now. And
All right. Well, if Christian will
Sweet.
take it away.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. This is Backyard Confessions, where we talk about just fun stuff and interesting stuff that's happened to us in our lives, or questions that we get from our viewers. So, like I was saying, if you have any questions or any things you want to talk about, go ahead and go to our social media pages. That's going to be down below in our video. We have a Instagram, we have a Twitter, we have a Facebook, we have email as well. So go ahead and shoot us a comment or a question or whatever you would like for us to talk about. Like I said, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to our channels, to our social medias, good stuff, so we can keep this going. Like I said, this is Backyard Confessions, and thank you for watching.